It's this button, isn't it? I think it's this button. Am I live? Am I on? Have I got sound coming through? Looks like I have. I keep forgetting I was going to put music. I was going to put some background music on again. So many. Just deciding which one to mute. Well done, Jen. Yeah, I was gonna, especially when I've got a creaky chair, could do with some music to distract. Good evening, everybody. Yes, I was gonna do some background, even if it was like a continuation of the intro music, but obviously a lot quieter. Just run that forever and ever in the background. I was gonna do that. Just like everything else, it's got delayed because everything's like behind. Like I'm massively behind everything, even though I've had like best part of 2 weeks off. Well, I'm like off from streaming and off from looking at social media for God knows how long. I've still been sat here a lot of the time. Just meant by come the evenings, I've been sat on the sofa. That's been the only difference, but and not looking into things as well. But anyways, how are you all? I've missed you. I know it's only been like 2 weeks. I only missed last week, but it feels like it's been a lot longer. Anyways, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Yes, birthday was last week. Good afternoon, Ozzy. How are you? Birthday was last week. It was going quite nicely for a while, and then what I put in on the Discord last was it Thursday or Friday by the time I posted on Discord. By evening time, it was pretty crap. Well, not pretty crap. It was very crap. So here we're gonna go. We're probably gonna get several notifications coming through because I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. So that means there's loads of people for the system to go through. But yes, last week's. I wish there was a way to kill that. It's probably not coming through for you guys, but I think it comes through from here. No worries, Ozzy. It's good to see you anyway. It's really off-putting. Is there a way of muting that? Is there a way of getting my mouse? Where's my mouse gone? That's there. Lost my mouse. Can I kill that? If I turn that off, will it disappear for a bit? Probably not. Probably not. No, it won't. Like I said, I don't think you guys can actually see it, hear it. You can see you can see the dog, but I can hear it, and it's driving me mad. That's the thing. But it's got like lots to catch up on. So I've turned it off. Because basically in the last 3 weeks, last 2 weeks, I've had quite a lot of subscribers added. I don't know if you can tell, but see by the, where's it? That one. The bar above here. We are getting very close to 10,000 now. It's remarkably close. So we've got like less than 70 needed to get to 10k. So we had a bit of a boost after Stuart McLennan mentioned in his blog about the competition, and also he mentioned us in his YouTube video. So that's made a difference. So big thanks to Stuart. If you haven't already, go and read his blog about the competition debacle, and watch his video on it as well. I thought I turned this noise off down to a much reduced volume, but it's still annoying. Hopefully we're up to date. Are we up to date yet or not? Maybe it's not. Because I don't want to get rid of it altogether, because there's lots to come in. If we get stuff during the stream, like a raid on Twitch or something like that's going to make a difference. Is that it? Have we stopped? We might have got to silence. Thank you very much. I'm not aware of that, Andrew, to be honest. I have heard it mentioned, but I haven't. I wasn't aware of it. I don't know. I haven't listened to any of it, obviously. So, something to do in the future. Right, is this settled down now? Can I actually possibly turn this back on? Just in case anything happens. Right. Right, where are we? Anyways, we'll go through the good evenings anyway. Good afternoon, Peter. Good evening, Andrew. Good morning, Jen. Good evening. Oh no, Andrew's here. Yeah. Good evening, Aileen. Thank you very much for your birthday wishes. That was yeah. It's one of these things I don't know about, Andrew. Who's the other 5 anyway? If it's Stuart, it'll be some good photographers, because Stuart is a good photographer. I know there used to be was it the podcast that had others on it as well. Is that the one that Mali used to be in? I can't remember. Used to be in, or is in, or whatever. How far down this list has this gone? I don't know. I pass. So, anyways. Right. All the distractions are over with now, I think. Oh yeah, so it is the same pubcast. It's just now got Stuart on as well. I remember the pubcast from like lockdown and pre-lockdown. Was it pre-lockdown when that came out, or was it during lockdown? But I did watch it for quite a while to start with. But yeah. Good evening, Serge, by the way. Nice to see you. Hope you're all well. But yes. Excuse me whilst I drink my tea. Peter got snow, probably. Have you got rain, Aileen? Because it's been bucketing here again. Sick of this wet weather. No worries, Ozzy. Thank you very much. I mean, the birthday was last Thursday, so I'm not really qualifying this as a birthday. This is just catching up with everybody after. But thank you very much. Have a good meeting. Have a great rest of the week if we don't see you before then, before the end of it, or whatever. But yeah. Right, few updates. I should have prepared. I should have had this on screen. Anyways, if you are part of the Discord, today I added randomly a new text channel. Can I show it? No, I don't particularly want to show it because it will suck all the resources out of the computer, like badly. So if you're part of the Discord, there's a new channel for. It's called Out Else. And for those of you that don't know, like Northern British, out means anything. So anything else is basically a catch-all for if you want to post entertaining YouTube videos or whatever. I put one on today, made comment because the release dates for the next season of Bridgerton came out, and I was surprised it's going to be May and June when it comes out, when it's released to watch. Minus 15. That's a little bit chilly, that, Peter. Yeah, I think I don't know if we're going to get any sun tomorrow, Aileen, but I think Thursday. I think it's meant to be a brighter day. All right, I haven't got time for it. Jen, you have. If I haven't got time to read, Jen, you definitely don't have time to read. What with all your work and educational things that you're doing. I haven't got time to read anything. Yeah, I don't know. Time is something that is flying by very, 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 very quickly these days. I just can't get anything done. Yeah. I bet it is. I bet it is pretty. Peter. Be very attractive to look at. Not much fun when you're out in it. It's a bit like our snow last. Did we have it? Was it last week? We had snow, or the end of the week before. It was nice. It was nice to look at, but it was finished with a score of 100%. All right, everybody point at the class SWAT. Well done, Jen. Well done. Fantastic. Good God, I can't imagine what your brain must be like on the inside. It's that's a lot of cleverness there. Very good, Jen. Very good. Excellent stuff. Right. So yeah, I mentioned the Discord channel on the new channel on that. Pretty much, Andrew. I think I'd be pretty similar. Oh, Aileen's clever as well. All these bright people around. all these clever people, and some of us are dumb as bricks. Oh well. At least I know that. All the thickos can, like you say, just point and shout nerd at the others. So that's grand. Right, the other thing I need to mention, well, a couple of other things. I think all the pre-Christmas shipping dates are past. However, I did last week, I think. I'm such a great business person and such a great marketer. I added 2 new products to the what's it called? the merch store. So there's two new hoodies basically because like I've worn this hoodie so much recently that I could do with a second one to get through the winter. And so and because like these, this one's got like a massive thing on the front. I thought, I'll go a little bit more subtle, so I've got two with an emblem on the upper left chest. So that's what one's got the night logo, and the other one's got Tuesday Night Edits logo type thing. So they are available if need be. If you would, I should get it. It has been in the wash, Andrew. I will point out it has been in the wash. It's winter. It's cold, and my one other top that I ever wear is a little bit thinner, or quite a bit thinner than this. So I have actually ordered one of each, so they are on my way. Oh, Jen, I have a bone to pick with you about that. So there's that, and what was the other thing? There was something else. Oh yeah, I mean what was the other thing? The desktop wallpaper calendar thing that Paul Timlett said I should do another one because he uses it all the time. So I did. So that was yesterday's job, making that. So that is available. So you can actually get that's available on the King of ICM site, and it's on my normal site as well because it's digital. It's easy to sort. So you can buy from either. I think it might be pennies cheaper on the merch site, but only pennies. But the other thing is, Jen, I was going to throttle you, was that if you're a Patreon subscriber or a YouTube member, then thanks, Maple. Thank you very much. It was my birthday last Thursday, but this is the birthday stream. So I was going to say we're celebrating, but we're not because of something tragic happened last week. So this is a very much muted birthday stream. But yeah, so if you're a Patreon subscriber or a YouTube member, then you should have the link to download it for free. But no, Jen went and paid the money for it anyway. So I hope you all appreciate it. I don't know, Jen, if you bought it before you saw Patreon or YouTube. But yeah, when I woke up in the middle of the night and no research, thank you very much. I wasn't sure if you had read it and just thought, I'm going to be generous anyway and buy it. But you've just done yourself out as £7 or whatever. I even wrote in to head some of you off at the pass, knowing for a fact, Jen, you would jump in quickly and probably buy it. There you go. You are very fantastically generous, and I much appreciate it. But sometimes you've just got to slow down and read everything first. But I do appreciate the support. But for those of you that aren't a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter, then it's available to buy from the usual places. I think there's a link below in the YouTube description. I can't remember what I've got on the Twitch side of things, but there's probably links. There's links to my website anyway. You'll find it via the store on there. For those of you that are into that. So, well, with it being my birthday, I know I don't think he's here. But Andrew Daw, who was obviously one of the bigger Patreon supporters. Very grateful I am. He actually sent me this box. How long ago? Nearly a month ago. So this has been sitting under my desk for a month. So he sent us this, and I think there'd been a cock up with his order because he got one as well. And then whatever it was inside it, I think it's a bottle of whiskey. whatever was inside it, he didn't particularly like. So, and he didn't think I would like it. So he sent us something else. So I've got that as well. That to open as well. So we'll open this out. I know Andrew's not, he's probably not in here because he's busy. The Knights are very generous, Alien. They are. We love a bonus gift. Yeah, we do. We certainly do. So we will open this, and big thanks to Andrew. To see what he's got. House of Malt. Well, I was right about the being a bottle of whiskey, anyway. Or maybe there's a bottle of wine. You never know. House of Malt. It should be whiskey, shouldn't it? Well, it's all well packaged. Yeah. With me trying to be careful. Ooh, Lagavulin. Box away. Make sure I threw the right thing there. It doesn't want to come out. Vinegar. Yeah, it could be vinegar. Right, packaging, go away. So I do like boxed whiskies. I like a good box. So let's straighten this box out. We'll sort that out later on though. But yes, Lagavulin single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 16 years. Can I point that right up there? So maybe it's a bit dark there. Very nice. I think we'll have to have a crack at that in a moment. But yeah, Andrew wasn't impressed with it, or didn't like it that much. So he'd actually sent me something else as well, which is very generous. So, Kaplens, welcome in. ICM is it is intentional camera movement. That's what ICM stands for. So it's I do all my images, use it like moving the camera around during exposure to get lots of shapes and colors and wishy-washy stuff, which I then edit together in an overly elaborate way to make the images that I actually end up making. So that's the quick way of doing it, the quick way of explaining it. But thank you for joining the stream this evening. It's a slightly different stream tonight. Is that it's a little bit different. Ooh, so this one came. Oh. Sorry about the bonk of the microphone. So this is a tasting set. Oh, very nice. Andrew is. Yeah, sorry, Andrew. Just. Andrew's been very generous. Oh, there's a bit of tape. Sorry, Andrew. I'll have to get the knife out again. Yes, so nice little. You can probably guess what's in here. Intentional Stanley movement. Put that down there for the moment. So what do we have in here? Thank you very much, Complens. Complens. That's how you pronounce it. I'll call you Cap. That'll be easier for me anyway. But thank you very much. The birthday was last week, but this is like my first stream since it. And last week was a bit of a bugger, so it wasn't the best one. So we've had time to digest things and come back a little bit stronger. So oh god, there's a tasting notes. Oh, making all right. Oh, this is obviously one of these like sociable things where you actually invite people around to do these things. Nah, not me. So we have itty bitty little bottles, little tasting bottles. That's cute. Pretty cool. I'm showing you this, but the thing's set to manual. Right, so in here, it's a nice little box. Thank you very much. So there's Beaumont, Lafroig, Bunna Habit. Come on, I've got a bad enough stutter without trying to pronounce that. Bunna Alien, I need some help. My Gaelic isn't great. I have no idea, Andrew. I am, you know, for a fact, I'm not sociable. I'm less sociable now after recent events. Ah, good play on words. Thank you very much, Cap. Nice. I see it. I see it now. Yeah, so this is Bunna Habane. Yeah. Drinks by the dram. Is this an 18-year-old? Jesus. And Aerolite Lindsay, 10-year-old character of the Isla Whiskey Company. Nice. I look forward to. It's all Gaelic. I look forward to sampling those. Might have to be sociable and maybe have to possibly invite the neighbour over for that. Wonderful. Lovely. Thank you very much for that, Andrew Daw, wherever you are. But very much appreciated. The kindness is staggering. Well, I know, well, there is that, Andrew, but, you know. Hey ho. Anything's better than that. But it helps, like, discover new as well. So it's got to be, you know, it has its advantages. And a note from Andrew. Happy birthday, Andrew. Hope you enjoy it. So, have some more things and that as well. Lovely. I like birthdays. I like birthdays when you get gifts. Seems like family never buy me anything. Yes, there you go, Andrew. You know, that's what I'm sure. That's why these companies do tiny little bottles, little tasters to then, you know what I mean, get you to spend more money. So, right, or I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream. Is this going to work? So if I scroll down to what do we want to edit today, by the way? Do we want to do more what's it called? Stuff from the lakes. Because I was thinking to do, you know, it's 8 o'clock already. I should maybe do an easy edit. We shall see. Potentially do an easy edit. So let's go. So I have got some stuff from like the first full day, which was taken in the mist. So if I switch to this view, I mean, they're quite doer kind of imagery. So I'm not sure what we might get out of them, but I did quite like the scene when I shot it. So maybe play with these and just see what we can get out of it. So let's do the usual selection. We'll just pick these 5, which I pre-selected back in however long ago it was. A couple of weeks ago when I came back from the lakes. Also, we need to develop these. Hold on. Camera's gone off. it should be coming back. There we are. Can't have you not looking at my pretty face. So we want lens corrections to sort these things out. The usual edits. It was a very lovely scene. I'm just wondering, I'll bring this over here. Because I did take shots with the phone, so I'll probably be able to show you. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. I got new internet. So I don't know if there'll probably still be encoding issues. Hi, Impoverish. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. Right, so images. Where's my photos? I'll just look at this on the other screen because I don't want to give away other stuff publicly of what's been shot on my phone, like all the dogs and cats and everything like that. Where's that misty scene? That's it. So this is what it actually looked like. So that was the actual scene. But obviously we're not gonna, this is the real world camera bit with the blurry stuff. So this is what we're gonna try to work on with. Right, so actually I'll do that in a minute. So basically I want to lighten this up. Yeah, reasonable, because I mean it is quite a dark scene. So maybe there's no video sticking tonight, isn't it? That's pretty good. But yes, I have upgraded to 500 meg internet. So I was on like 75 before, but uploads were restricted to 20, whereas now my upload is restricted to 60 meg. But like download potentially comes down. Yeah, the download. When I've tested the download, I think it's about 420 I've had. Nice, Cap. Nice. Have you like? Is that what is this your shooting camera? Your photography camera? Because that's pretty. It's a big decision these days to what camera do we upgrade into? Oh, the Canon R8. Nice. That's the latest one, isn't it? Again, I was going to say I can only dream of upgrading cameras, but to be honest, my camera needs to be what I need it to be, if that makes sense. Came out in February. So is there one that's just come out this last couple of months? Is there another one that's just come out this last few months? I'm not up to date with my Canon cameras. I'm a Nikon shooter, so. But yeah, I need my tick list for cameras are probably quite different to other people's. A little bit of texture in just to capture some of these trees. Oh, Serge, you've got an R8 as well. Nice. How old's the Nikon D850 now? Quite old now, I think. I think it must be about 7 or 8 years old now, something like that. Right. It's a big change when you're changing like complete systems. It's a lot of risk and a lot of, well, you know, probably having to change all your lenses as well. I mean, to be honest, now I must admit, Andrew, lately, I don't think there's been any massive leaps in, unless you're going up to, not medium format. If you're going up to that, then yeah. But even then, you're not that great. Hi, Suki. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's all different. I think it, like, technology wise, I think they've kind of all got to the same state. They've all got to this. Thank you very much, Suki. Thank you very much. Very kind. My birthday was last week, but this is my first stream, but since the birthday. But thank you very much. Most kind. You've just missed out me opening presents. But basically, a nice bottle of whiskey to open before the end of stream. I don't want to start too early. Yeah. Well, it is a birthday stream, but yeah, it was like 5 days ago. But that's my own fault. I was going to have it last Tuesday, but something cropped up, which meant I couldn't stream. So, as intended. So, but you've got. I mean, it is. I mean, it is my birthday month. So why not? Why not have it the birthday stream this week? So. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. I think it's just one of them. I think it's probably a bit like computers. There was a lot of rapid improvement for a few years, and then it all kind of leveled off a bit, and then there was another boost when other technology came in. It's just one of them things. But yeah, image quality wise, we're probably there, unless you start going into the medium format and that, down that kind of route. And if Andrew Atkinson was here, he would tell you that he just broke his Hasselblad X1D or whatever it's called. He fell over with it and smashed it up. So I haven't spoken to him since, but it didn't look good, and I think it's going to have to go away for repair. Yeah. Exactly, Jen. It is. It did not look a good break with it either. All right, yeah. Is that one of them moulded ones that kind of go around the body and things? Cap. Right, anyways, back to need that. Otherwise we'll be here till midnight. Adding a bit of colour. Just going to try some auto on this. Still being quite cool. Obviously, with it being a very misty kind of, yeah. I think we'll just stay as. We'll just cool that off a little bit. I know that is an issue. That is definitely an issue. The being able to see on the screen. I find that with phones. Terrible. I don't see that many people with loops these days. For a while, I saw a lot of people using them. But I think if you shoot at a certain speed, or a certain pace, I should say, then a loop's going to slow you down a bit. Yeah. But I'm not intending on spending thousands on another camera for a long time. Touch wood. Definitely don't want to be doing that. Right, so anyways, more on with this. That's probably all the kind of... Warm that up now. I'm going to try to get away from doing everything. I just want a little bit of colour. Yep. Same here, Andrew. Same here. Unless I make a load of money and then, in one go, which is the only reason I got the D850, because I made some money all of a sudden. And well, to be honest, the D700 was starting to annoy us because it was very old and it had lost most of its rubber. Most of its rubber casing, so it was getting quite painful to actually use. Right, so that's that one. I need to de-spot it just in case there is any. There isn't. Okay, that's fine. It's a rarity. Must have shot this fairly wide open. I did. So let's flatten out this ISO. I was shot at 125, so it will be a little bit noisier than what I'm used to. So let's sync all these across these 5. Actually, I think it needs to be warmed a little bit. I'm always getting a bit nervous when it's quite blue. Go like that. Let's stick these into Photoshop. Hopefully it'll all load. And in the meantime, I'll come back to this. Yeah, exactly. It's why is that gone off? That's just temporarily. All right, panic over. Everything went black. Actually, I mean, obviously I use my phone for drone stuff when I get the drone out eventually. But I've just upgraded to Android 12. I know it's like the version behind the one that's just come out, but the screen brightness, like at the minute I've got it like a set on minimum and I can read everything fine, but so it's got like way more brightness to use, so I'll be way better for drone stuff during the summer, so I will actually be able to see. But yeah, the rubber grip stuff, Andrew, it's yeah, there was lumps coming off my D700. Yeah, I think it's just a bit overloaded, Serge. It'll right itself once. Yeah, we're back to normal now. I think it just uses up all the. I'll put that back to there. It just uses all the resources, so that's why it flickers a bit. So instead of a new camera, I should really be spending about $3,000 on a new PC that'll handle all these inputs and whatever. Inputs and outputs and everything in between. Right, so that's these 5 together. We'll see how these blend. Obviously going to be quite dark with multiply. So we probably will go more to the lighter end of the spectrum. Yes, get in, Jen. Get in. So you were expecting about March or something, weren't you? Well, hopefully yours runs a little bit better than what mine does. I think it's because my computer is probably underpowered for all the USB stuff that's coming into it. I think it kind of struggles a bit with that. Because at times I'll have to restart. I usually have to restart the camera hub for it to work properly. And half the time I turn the camera hub off. And then that shows us it as another screen, whereas the camera hub tells it to use it as another screen. Very odd. Right, so let's get these lined up to start with. And so I'll just move these out of the way. Move tool. So that was fine in there. Move that across a little bit. Let's remove those two. Get that one lined into there. And then this one, and bring that down into here. So I'm just lining everything off the tree. So there hasn't been much movement. A little bit, but not a lot. But I am kind of hoping this will be a reasonably easy edit. And I don't know how much I'll actually do to it. Yeah, I was going to say once mine was shipped, Jen, it was a week maybe. I don't know where yours. I mean, mine was coming from the Netherlands, so hopefully yours isn't too far away. But then again, with Christmas and everything, everything's not guaranteed. It's like I ordered them hoodies, and they said it'd be the 21st. I'm like, what? But then they were they were dispatched within 2 days, I think. I'm just figuring out what I might do with this. So I quite like that strong line of the hill, which I think is Blencathra. Quite liking that. We need to balance the light and the dark, and I do like this kind of sunspot because of all the darkness around it. So it's got that very overcast, and if I can brighten this foreground a bit. So I might not need these two layers here because they are quite a bit darker. Or I might mask off some of it. So use this as a top layer. So give this a mask and just generally. Let's do it the wrong way around. Something like that. Well, that is a possibility, Serge. It's just costs a bit to obviously run two. Well, one to run two machines. I've already used up every single plug in this entire room to get everything going, and they're all working off like 8 bars of of things. The 8 socket things. But basically, my PC is underpowered for what I'm making it do. That's the thing, Serge. It's delivery tomorrow. Excellent, Jen. That is good news. Obviously, wait and see. I like that. Right, if I see this one could do with. I mean, this is nearly a shot without having to do all the extra stuff that I usually do. So I could take, right, which one to take out? That one or that one? Can't take both out, that's the thing. So if I give that a mask. I think it's making it, instead of it making it look like mist, it's making it look like a bloody storm, which is not my intention. So being slow. Yeah, I think it's struggling with encoding. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Not better. Whoa. What am I doing? That's where I want to be. Although I did decry them at the start, I do quite like having these, you know, like the gradients where you can kind of preview where they all are. I do kind of like that. That's better. Just wanted to bring in this peak here. That's why I've done that bit across there, even though it lightens this corner up. Just so you know. Just so I'm explaining it. This one is, yeah, it doesn't need to be any darker, I don't think. Or does it? We'll maybe bring this in at like 50%. Or less. Give this one a mask. No, it's the wrong way around, Andy. You cretin. And I've just got a bit more darkness in the sky. Could be better. Could be better. Nice if there was a little bit more detail on that. He says when he's an ICM photographer. Under you, cretin. Yeah, let's stick to dark. Do we? Did I have them all activated before? Or did I not? I must have done. I love having a bad memory to what I'd had things before. Very annoying. Thanks for the sub, Crispin. I'll have to get the notifications sorted out. Things are kind of coming through right and kind of not. Right, so we got that to there. Quite like that. Just need more. We maybe do a selective detail extractor on that. So, right, anyways, let us crop this in. Why is that bar always in the way? I think that's the bottom of them. Yeah, you cropped it. Right, one thing that's really starting to annoy me with this, I think I still need to crop that out. Just in a smidgen, that'll do. Is that it's kind of, when you're doing crops, it's kind of almost always wanting to do generative fill, and it's really annoying. It's like really annoying. Because a couple of times I've gone to like just crop it and I've pressed the wrong button, and then it's like trying to generate things around it. It's like, if I'm using the crop tool, I probably want to crop. Make a different tool. Give the generative thing a different button. Right, okay, so minor gripe out the way. Thank you. Thank you for your attention on that. Right, so are we happy with this? I think so, maybe. What was that? I'm cropping to 1 pixel. Yeah, I hate it when your box disappears on itself and you're like, where the hell did that go? I do hate that. Right, what am I doing? Adjustment layer, curves. A bit. Not too much brightness. Just going by eye now, obviously. I'm trying to think about the. Everything's got two notifications. So I do need to sort everything out. But we'll see how it goes. Right, so yeah, a little bit of, because it's not the middle of the night. So that's fine. Right, so adjustment layers, hue and saturation. Is there much? We got in a little bit of colour there. A little bit of colour. Don't know what it'll do, but we'll see. We'll have a go. We'll have a go. Right, so we can try these things. Right, okay, so if we stick this in Analog Effects Pro, which I still haven't updated, by the way. Waiting for this to load. Right, so I have used a couple of new presets. I'm saying used a couple of. Whilst I've been editing, I have been making a couple more. The other day I tried to make, I was in Scotland in February. Went to Eileen Donnan Castle. Had another go at that data the other day. Turned out all right. Nothing startling, but that was to do with the initial captures, because they were nothing startling. Like them initial captures are vitally important. You need to point that out. Just like everything else, get as much right as you can in camera. It's not a bad little image, actually. I'll put that to there. Maybe it's a bit too much. Exposure balance in the middle. No, definitely needs to be more that way than that way. Yeah, that should do it. Detail extractor was try to pull more of this tree out of here. That quite nice faded effect. You've all gone quiet again, you lot. You always go quiet in this time of the night. So yeah, you don't need to try hard for us to make us think that, Jen. Right, if I what button's this? Oh no, it's this button, isn't it? I put that on there. Add in detail. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to add to it. Some things I hate about this. Why would detail extractor? Brighten. Why would it brighten? Well, that's frustrating. I thought that was going to be the cure. Delete. We'll just have to do it a different way. Right. So the lens vignette. Yeah, so we need to utilize the lens vignette. Let's make that a rectangular one. It's almost become like a nighttime thing, isn't it? So this needs to be smaller or bigger, rather. Right, okay, let's make this a bloody circular one then. This is only the first edit, by the way, because this is not working out. Not working out as I hoped or intended. So I want to make that I'd like that to be flatter. I could darken it without the vignette. I could darken that in post, I suppose. I could bring the brightness down generally. like so. Increase the contrast. Not that much, Andy. Jesus. I did see your image on Instagram, Jen. You looked very very Dickensian, which obviously you were meant to. Well, the video is low res, Andrew, or the image is low res. The image is definitely low res. Feels like it's low res. To be honest, I think I'm just playing around trying to salvage something out of this. I think maybe the original image is better. Right, okay, I'm just going to apply this and then we're going to come back in and look at other presets. The video. Okay, well, it says it's running at 30 FPS, which it should be. Minimal dropped frames. So I don't know, might just be having a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I think the original is better, Jen, to be honest. But we can maybe blend the two together. Right, I'm just going to hide that layer, and then I'm going to go back in and use my regular bits and pieces. My regular presets. In the meantime, I'm going to open this whilst we wait. Right. I don't know, Andrew. Oh, the best sound ever. Smells like an Isla whiskey. It's nice and dark. Right. I'm going to put that there for the moment and try not to drink it straight away. Let's get this image done and dusted. Right, other presets. Where are they imported? That's one. So we're not going to get anything like massively colourful, I don't think. No. So I don't want it, to be honest, I mean, it's a misty scene. You don't want anything too colourful like that. You just want the essence of that misty scene. Maybe it's a bit too misty. What's that one like? I think my main issue is that the foreground was so misty. Kind of, Jen, yeah, kind of. Or some say it smells like TCP. But yes, it definitely smells like an Isla whiskey, for sure. No red tonight, Serge. Thing is, with the red, you need to add. I think you need to add it in. That's better. Why didn't I just press the button on this one to start with? Come back. Which one was it? That one. I remember 126. It's 126, or is the right one? No, because that's good for the sky, and with a bit of work could sort that out. But half the attraction is the hills on the left. So 126 is that one. So yeah, if we do a little bit tweak on this, oh, it's good. See, this one works because there's no second exposure. The double exposure is not part of it. That's why it works. But it's got the colour work that needs doing. So it's basically just the colour treatment to cool it off and enhance that sunspot. I think that works better. Maybe it's just lighten it up a little bit. Maybe not that much. Maybe still about there. So the lens vignette as well is probably fine. That's right the way over there. Okay. Now it becomes, I wouldn't say it becomes an issue, but you need to position it in a place where it's going to help the image the best. Maybe it's not, because then it protects this tree in this landscape, and you know the line running in here, and you've still got that line coming in here. You've got the atmospheric sky, you've got the mistiness. So I think it does kind of work there. It's just a case of is the top too dark? Have I still got that image open? You know, that's what it was before. That's what the actual scene was. It's close enough. You know, it wasn't bright sunshine or anything like that. It was a miserable kind of morning. Is that a better one? Because it's got better. No, I think I like the more dramatic sky up here to do that. I think that's better. I would say so. So we've come from that. We've come to this. Yeah, I really don't think it needs that double exposure work. Color works there. You know, the minimal color work on the levels and curves is fine. Obviously, exposure balances more towards the original one, but no, there's no second exposure anyway, is there? Come on, Andy, think about it. Exactly, Jen. I know there's not many of you here tonight, but yeah, drop a like. We should be getting back to normal after Christmas. We'll be getting back to normal properly. So yeah, what we're gonna do in the next few weeks, I'm not sure, but I think we'll talk about it after I've finished. But yeah, I think, to be honest, that's maybe gonna be the image for the night. Yeah, let's call it. Let's call it. I do like that darker kind of bluey sky. That oppressive dark. I do like that. I think that's worked. But I'm not used to working with mist for ICM, so it's a good little challenge. So let's back in there. So that was the original one. Yeah, this one's a bit better. I'm just going to put that one here, and I'm going to drop the opacity a bit. And I'm going to put an inverted mask on. I'm just going to get the paintbrush tool out. It's quite soft, quite low, on low opacity. Maybe just try to lighten this little corner out a little bit. Like so. Just to give that a little bit more of a balance with the edge, and maybe a little bit, yeah, maybe it's not there. No, not there either. But yeah. What do you mean barely? Barely visible? I can't see it at all. Oh, there's a hint. There's a hint of it. Yeah, it's all in the wrist work, Andrew. It's all in the wrist work. That's the difference. Getting rid of these man-made things in the landscape without getting the clone tool out. Very good, very good. But yeah, light on it. It probably is, Andrew. Have you tried refreshing, Andrew, by the way? Or adjusting the cog? So it'll, you know, so it'll like, because sometimes if on the YouTube video, if you click the cog thing, you might be able to change the doodah. If it's set to auto, it might have brought it down for a while, but hasn't increased it again. I don't know, something to try. But I think it's going out to everybody at 1080. I think everybody else shouldn't be having an issue, hopefully, anyway. Yeah, right. All right, yeah. Sorry about that, Andrew. And I haven't even pressed the advert button either. I keep forgetting about that. Because otherwise you may be getting adverts in the middle of it, which wouldn't be ideal. And that's a bit I don't like. Right, save. So we'll just save this. We'll not bother with that other option. And that button there. It's one of them. It's one of these ones that maybe get a different crop. I could do a generative fill thing, but we're not into that. It would actually be pretty cool if you could do generative fill in Lightroom. Not that I know of, Andrew. I think Google are working hard not to keep us all from. Although, well, it'll be no good to you. But I did get because I'm a Discord Nitro subscriber or user or whatever. Then I've got a gift. A gift is 3 months YouTube Premium. So I might give that a go because I am getting a little bit sick of watching adverts when I'm watching it on the telly, having to skip it all the time. So yeah. So no, I haven't heard of anything working for sure or for a long term anyway. So, which is annoying. Right, create virtual copy. I'll try a one by one just to see. So obviously the important bit for me here is getting the mountain in. So one by one's not going to cut it because it's also got this light spot here. So I think one by one is out. So we've got 3 by 2 just to tidy up the edges. Square that off. Yeah, but I think where main focus for attack here for crops is probably going to be a 16:9. It's nice and simple. Might even go wider as well. Maybe it's a bit too wide, that one. 16:7, which is obviously a bit narrower than that. To be honest, I think 16:9 is going to be the business. 16:9 gives you all the sky. Plenty of. Well, then again, you could get away with either. When you say interesting, Jen, I always worry when people say interesting because they're like, A little bit of post-crop vignette. Does that interfere with the mist? Not really. Is that a dust spot? It is. A dirty grey dust spot. Why did that not show before? You can barely see it, that's why. I could see it. I can see it. I mean, fair enough, Jen. Fair enough. I will believe you this time. Right. Yeah. Probably not my best ever, but it's an image. And to be honest, when I haven't really edited much since the last stream. I think I've made 2 images since. It takes a bit of getting into, especially when you're working with images that you're not really comfortable with working on. Not my usual thing. Because basically, if I was doing these kind of shots for myself, I'd have still been in bed at this point. So, I mean, Andrew, the one of the images in dropping hints. A little Viveza. Probably not tonight, Serge. One of the images in the calendar wallpaper collection thing that I just got. What the hell was that? What is going on? Let's switch back to this. One of the images in the desktop calendar thing that I've just put out, I had to, even though it's already been a wallpaper for Patreon people anyway. It's been everywhere, and it's still. It was only when I put it in the Canva to make the calendar yesterday. I was like, dust spots. I had to like, I don't know, there's something like 15 dust spots to it to sort it out. I just hate it. Just cropped up from nowhere. Just because I changed probably a little bit of contrast or something, and all of a sudden it's like they're there. That's the problem with photographing in the summer as well, having to use higher f-stop or narrower f-stop. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. So yeah, that took a little bit of time. Slowed me down. So, well, that was... it's very jerky, isn't it? We're going to have to do something about this. But I can't afford a new computer, so... We're just going to have to make do for the time being. Might have to try the dual streaming thing. Maybe push the stream out via the laptop or something. Maybe I'll have to do that at some stage. we're going to give it a try. Put everything into that. But then again, might still have the same issue. You never know. It's going to be an issue whatever I do. But we'll see. But that's probably the things about dual streaming, and I do want to continue dual streaming because it has been kind of beneficial. The community on Twitch is growing ever so slightly, so that's going nicely. I did get my Twitch recap yesterday, and already I think it was quite a lot of watch time already, for even though I've only streamed on Twitch 5 or 6 times, so that was quite good. I got my Twitch recap as a viewer as well, horrified that I'd watched one channel in particular for 31 days combined, and they weren't even streaming for 6 months of it, so that was that was like, yeah, okay, need to stop doing that. But yeah, that was quite good fun. It's time of the year for recaps and things like that. Well, unfortunately, I don't use Spotify, so I haven't. Well, I did get a Spotify recap, but it didn't really show me what I had been listening to through the year, because I think I must have used it for about 5 hours at the start of the year. So I had no bearing on my musical taste whatsoever, or very little anyway. So yeah, all right. Yeah, so going forward, I am going to do some random streams just now and again, but they may end up being in the mornings for the UK, just as I'm doing work or fiddling around. So some of them might not even be showing the screen. It might just be just looking at me whilst I work away. So I might be doing that off and on randomly, and they'll be on dual streams as well, so Twitch and YouTube, but they'll just happen randomly, so be aware. So if you want to be around for those, then turn on your doodahs, your notifications. Sorry, Jen, it's probably going to be about like 2 a.m. for you. Might catch you before you go to bed. But yes, just be aware of that, but also don't be disappointed if you miss any of them, because it'll not be like not be as dedicated as this. It'll be just more chit chatty kind of stuff. So there's that. What else was I gonna mention? Yeah, I'm oh well, fair enough, Jen. The other thing I was going to mention is obviously the Christmas coming up. So next Friday, the 22nd, will be the December nighttime in the tavern. So a monthly catch up via Zoom. So that'll be next Friday, which I think is the day where all the kids break up and finish for school. I did think about doing it this week, but I think it's going to be too soon. So next week, so it'll be next Friday. I am debating on, because I might be doing these random streams now again, I'm debating having a break from Tuesday night edits until after New Year. But then again, I might do one next week anyway. So just keep your ear to the ground. I'll update you via the community posts on YouTube and the Discord on what plans there might be. I was thinking about because I've just come off a little break, to have a bit of a longer break over Christmas, and then we'd be back potentially. So there'll definitely not be one in 2 weeks' time, and possibly not one on the 2nd of January either. So I might just do one next Tuesday, a proper Tuesday night is next Tuesday. There won't be one. There definitely won't be the one the week after Boxing Day. And the next one is the 2nd of January, which is obviously the day after New Year. So not that I'll be going out drinking or anything, but it's probably best I don't do one that day. Also, it's Mother's birthday, so I shouldn't really. That should be being a very good son, and not abandoning her for the evening. So that's maybe's gonna be. So when's that gonna take us in? So maybe the first proper one back will be the 9th of January. So I think, yeah, that's going to be a good break. So maybe we'll do one next week anyway. But over the Christmas period, when I'm bored or whatever, chances are I will probably do a random stream. I'll try to give. It's a good reason to be on the Discord. I'll be able to update you if I've got plans to go live at any time over Christmas, because I'm not doing anything over Christmas. Apart from Christmas Day, going to my sister's and spending time with the family. Other than that, I'll be free as a bird and doing nothing. So there might be the odd Charlie stream or something like that. So just note, keep an eye on Discord if you're in Discord. If you're not, get in Discord. Join my server. Link below, by the way. So yeah, we'll do that. And I think that'll probably be it. So I'd imagine I will be here next week. But if I'm not, I'm sure I will be there. If I'm not, have a lovely Christmas, everybody. But I'm sure I will see you before then. Black camera. Oh, camera's gone off. Thank you, Serge. Is it coming back? It is. It is coming back. So anyways, to round off the evening, no worries, Jen, no worries. To round off the evening, I will say cheers to Andrew Dorr for the bottle. Very nice. It's not bad. He was worried I wouldn't like it, but that's. I would say it's. How can I describe it? I've tasted a lot worse. I've tasted a lot worse. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Yeah. I think it's definitely. I would say it's. Is it on the harsher side of Lafroig? That's quite nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So cheers to Andrew for that. Cheers to you all for coming along to celebrate the birthday with me. It's an acquired taste. Okay. I look forward to working my way through the bottle then, Andrew. Yeah, cheers to you all for coming along to celebrate with me. I think it's definitely got an acquired, its distinct taste. I'll try a drop of water in it, Andrew. I'm not much of a add water to any of the whiskies, to be honest. I kind of like to just drink them straight. Not even an ice. just fill me glass. Just fill me glass and let me drink it. But yeah, and also after last week, really got to pay note to the tragedy last week, and just remind everybody that if you are struggling, for God's sake, talk to somebody. Don't do the unthinkable. I know I shouldn't, Andrew. So I will raise a glass to James. Thoughts are very much with his family, and just devastated after last week. So it's really not good. But yeah, thoughts are very much with them this Christmas. It was a very difficult time. So yes, don't do daft things, everybody. Don't do daft things. There's only one, especially there's more than one way out of things. So it's not my loss, Jen. It's not my loss. It's his family and friends that are very much suffering at the moment. So, but yes, very, cast a wide circle. So, I've known him for probably, well, definitely 10 plus years anyway. Yes. Look after yourself, Andrew. You gotta look after yourself. So right, raise a glass to the departed. And but yeah, look after yourselves, everybody. Right, I will go because it's, good God, it's after 10 o'clock. It's after 9 o'clock rather. Already. And we've probably left it on a down enough note anyway. So, but yes, look after yourselves, everybody. We will see you next week probably. But yeah, I'll see most of you, or a chunk of you, for the Zoom chat next Friday as well. So we'll speak more then anyway. Yeah. Very somber, Andrew. But yeah. Well, yes, everybody take care of yourselves. Mind the weather, whether it's snow or rain or wind or whatever's going on, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Remember, Christmas is almost here, so time to think about that. Right. I can try to leave you on a more positive note, but failing badly. So I will bid you good night. There's only Jen watching on Twitch, so there's no point rating anybody. But thank you all very, very much for sharing your evenings or mornings and afternoons with me. Much appreciated. Lovely to see you all, especially these times. And have a fantastic rest of the week if you can. Don't work too hard if you're having to do that kind of thing. And we will see you soon. So until the next one, keep it hard. See yous.